First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Carr. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Carr now to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short. The line to gain. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. He completes it to Olave. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Kamara trying again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Demario Davis there on the stop. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
I They go play action with Howell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lesson.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. The Saints sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 65 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. A 10th carry for Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From midfield, here's Carr. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Second and 5 now. Carr. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. To throw, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. On play action, it's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill from 10 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell is going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And once more, Howell back to the air. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. On the move, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return. Start the half as this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter. Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too. On 2nd and 11 now. Howell. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss? Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again. Makes sense, doesn't it? So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3. And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over, and they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear? I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Kamara up and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Powell completing the quick throw out wide. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Tries the left side and finds Olave. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They give it off here to the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Here Here we go with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards on the ground. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a play fake. Carr. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Spears. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Powell down to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Second down throw for Howell. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 178 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Commanders are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to throw, Howell. And he's got it. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Wright's got it. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On play action, now Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Commanders, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.